if you can help it in 2021 and beyond, you should really consider not ever signing a record deal. Like I said, if you can help it. Why is that? Let's break down why you should not consider whatsoever to sign a record deal if you can help it. My fans on YouTube, thank you for coming back for another video. Any newbies that are watching my channel for the first time, my videos for the first time, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. Let me know in the comments what you think about this video. Let me know in the comments what video you want me to do next. You guys help me grow this channel, then I'm gonna help you by being able to deliver more content multiple times a day, answer multiple specific questions, and that way everybody succeeds. So thank you for watching, and let's discuss today's topic. What's going on, guys? My name is Matej. Another day for Music Biz Daily. And I want to make this video, and I made it, I think, every year. In 2020, I made one. In 2019, I made one. In 2018, I made one. That guys, don't sign a record deal. This is why, so on and so forth. Let me make another one for 2021 early, right? And my last recent couple videos are talking about how the major labels are starting to feel the squeeze, and how year after year, independent labels and artists are getting a little bit more of the pie when it comes to streaming, revenue, touring, all of that, right? So why wouldn't you sign a deal in 2021 if you can help it? First of all, we've never had the amount of resources we have available to us now as artists, producers, or small labels to run our own companies. 15 years ago even, you did not have these major distribution channels that we have today. Even the word distribution almost has a completely different meaning that did in the past. In the past, to get a distribution deal, that meant you needed a major label to have a relationship with all the Walmarts, Targets, Sam Goodies, and all those other different stores, and have massive 18-wheelers and trucks and factories to press CDs, put them on the truck, drive them around, cities and towns to put them in the stores. That whole thing doesn't even exist no more. Yes, do a few CDs get sold here and there? Of course, but streaming is where it's at, digital sales is where it's at. That's just one example, right? And even though I say that, a deal may be useful for some people, especially if artists don't want to run their companies, because it takes a lot to run the company, but that's your personal decision. And usually when you have that much leverage, you're partnering up with a company to run it. And let me explain that to you, because these resources that I'm talking about, not just being able to distribute your music anywhere instantly all the time, but your ability to market on your own, or hiring a marketing team that's competent, like my agency, for example, to handle that piece for you, to handle another, to hire another company that can maybe focus on the touring aspect, touring management, the liability of the concerts, the security, getting or transporting the stage props and all the instrumentation to these places. Companies will do that, HR, financial, and all that. So where I'm heading with this is that where the industry is going, and this is kind of where my company is heading to as well, is that each one of these departments that you will need as a label, as long as you get your music to the next level and you have a lot of demand, you'll be able to partner up with these small or medium-sized companies that are offering these services. Let me give you an example. When I had, or have still, my company, in software development, when I had my company in energy efficiency, these major components like HR, human resources, to help you hire people, make sure you got the laws in place, make sure you know how to do W-2 forms and wages and do payroll and all that. You can outsource that to a company local to you. Financial, bookkeeping, you can outsource that somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Warehousing and merchandising, having your product somewhere, you can outsource that to somebody else. Website development, you can outsource that to somebody else. As long as you understand business, and these companies like mine are coming into this marketplace, understanding how to sort of do these, how to operate these departments specific to the music industry, is going to enable more and more artists to become independent and, operate their companies like a major label. So the major labels are going to continue to feel the squeeze. Let me also tell you how major labels operate, or what they really have that the smaller companies don't. They're essentially a bank. They got the money, right? And they sort of operate like a venture capital firm. And this is why a lot of artists get screwed. So let me give you an example. A venture capital firm may invest into 10 companies. Let's say they invest $250,000 into 10 separate companies, with the equation that 8 of those companies can completely flop and the investments can completely go down the drain, as long as the two of the 10 companies do a 10x, scale. They basically blow up as a company. So those 2 companies that do really, really well cover the losses of the other 8. That's what a major label does. They'll give a deal to 10 artists, maybe artist-producer combination, even small teams, right? Like the artist is coming in with their own management or whatever. They give them the bank, the money to support it, maybe some connections, maybe, you know, some other resources that the smaller team didn't have. They'll fund them, they'll give them the money, they'll give them access to some resources, and they'll see which ones take advantage of it and which ones succeed. As long as 2 of those artists hit on the major scale, that'll more than take care of the losses they invested into the other 8, right? So don't be a guinea pig. You could be one, but why would you want to be a guinea? Nobody wants to be a guinea pig, right? And I know you're saying, look, it depends on the genre and where the artist comes from, and you understand where some of these artists come from, and the first time they get offered a deal, they need to take the money. There's a lot of people to be taken care of. I do understand that, trust me. You know what I'm saying? I built companies out of nothing, had no backing, no bank, none of that, was struggling, you know what I'm saying, minimum wage, on food stamps in the past, whatever. I'm not saying I can relate to every situation. All I'm saying is if you can figure out how to do the business as well as your music, you can slowly start incorporating some of these services into your music to have more and more leverage. So if you do have to take a deal with a label, if you do have to do that, then take a partnership. Outsource certain things to that label that you know are just not wise to try to reverse engineer at this point because it costs too much money, like maybe touring, things like that. But the marketing, the distribution, the content creation, obviously, even the merch sales, all of that can be very easily done at the lower levels. And the bigger things, the world tours, the world distribution, the world sync licensing and all that, in the meantime, partner up. But eventually, if you stick it out, learn the business, grow the business, expand the business, learn how to do certain things, delegate it down, outsources, whatever, you can become sort of a independent major yourself, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to make that video a little bit more long form for 2021 as to why you do not need a label and why you should not take a record deal if you and your team can help it. And hopefully what I do and the services my company offers currently can help a lot of you guys be on that path. You know what I'm saying? So, and girls, of course, you know what I mean. I'm gonna leave you with that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know why you feel that you would need to take a record deal. Let me know some of the deals you guys got going on, some of the issues you're dealing with. Let's talk about it in the comments. Share this video with whoever needs to see it. Whoever, needs to share it with somebody, because I know there's a lot of artists that are super talented, getting close to that level where they're about to do major thing, but they're probably also the ones that are going to make up that 90% of the artists that get screwed every year with being guinea pigs at these bad, deals with some of these labels because they like to experiment. They got their equation down. The majors got their equation down, but you need to get your equation down as well. So I'm going to leave you with that. See you guys tomorrow for the next video. And as always, if you guys need to do what me and my team do, link in the bio, link in the description, depending on where you're watching this. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.